Today, let's talk bike packing and bike touring. I have about a month now before I leave for south of Denver to start my journey across the country to Florida, bringing my bike and then taking another bike packing trip. For this trip, I want to be as minimal as possible, especially for the first leg of the trip. So I'm just thinking of the basic essentials that I need. Like one is a toiletries bag. There's a lot to consider with that. My son is coming over tomorrow and he's going to help me decide what I need and what I don't need. We both have great experience with the nomad lifestyle, so he's going to be a huge help to me. Because one thing I've learned about being on the road before is that you really do need to be clean and have your clothes clean. Otherwise, people are not going to want to talk to you or deal with you. Definitely learned that. I don't want to be like, you know, a dirty bum, essentially. I also need to carry my camping equipment, basically like a sleeping pad, my sleeping bag, a tent, you know, all that good stuff. I need to have a repair kit for like tire blowouts or any other minor things that might come along with the bicycle. And I need to carry water, but not as much water because I'm going to be in a pretty public areas as I travel, especially through Florida. It just helps me to come up with a list to visually see and think about everything that I need to bring. And I always start with the essentials, the toiletries, and the potentials, which I already have my battery radio. If I have room for it, great. If not, it's gotta go. I obviously follow other bike packers on social media just to see their setup and where they're traveling and how they're doing it. But mostly, you know, I've lived the nomad lifestyle before, so I have a wealth of my own experience. For this trip, I need to pack as light as possible, at least initially. Last year I was packed pretty heavy. I had my trailer, my panniers, and some other stuff towards the front. I thought I was going to be on the road a lot longer than I was, and also traveling through a pretty desolate part of the country. This year I'll have a setup just on the bike, more like this, but I don't want to be too heavy. I'm trying to avoid, I'm going to carry my tent on the handlebars, but I don't want the front bags. I'm going to have more around, you know, underneath and on the back. I do have front cages for the bike though. I'll show more of my setup on Wilbury tomorrow, but that's what I'm working on today. Doing a successful bike packing, bike touring trip takes a lot of planning, and hopefully the more planned I am, the more successful that I will be next year. Definitely on the countdown. Bike packing 2024. Woo woo! Have a great day, everybody.